Growing pains are real, especially when you're managing others' expectations of you as you are growing. As you're growing, you're becoming the next best version of yourself. Yet, sometimes the expectations of those around you, especially those closest to you, remain the same. So how do you navigate that dilemma? Hi, I'm Jacqueline and welcome. We at Joyful Living Mindset are so excited that you're here because we believe that you can be wildly successful without compromising your happiness or peace of mind. And we're here to help you navigate that journey and succeed on your terms. So this video is a shout out to Joseph Cohen 9480, who posed a question on one of my previous video about why we tend to lose the people closest to you as we grow. And he made a comment of that, the hardest part is managing people's expectations as you go. Like that's a real problem that we face as we grow, and it's absolutely true. So because of that, and because of his generosity of taking his time to comment and posing that thought, I wanted to dedicate this video to him and everyone who's listening, who's dealing with this challenge, so that we can all learn and grow together as we navigate this journey of growth and realize that some of the people closest to us aren't on board or on the same page with us, and they have they have the same expectations of us, but we have outgrown that version of us who were used to meeting those expectations of theirs. So managing the expectations of those around you as you grow really falls into like four main categories of things that for you to consider and do. And it really all boils down to what I shared in my comment back to Joseph, is that you really have to be grounded in the truth of who you are and your aspirations, and really make that as your priority, right? And important of all, and believe in that change that you are fighting for in yourself, right? And really be grounded in that, so that when you are interacting with those who don't understand why you're changing, why you're growing, and they have the same expectations of you from the past, you're not going to falter. You're not going to feel guilty or pressured into falling back into the same patterns of behavior that you're trying to outgrow, right? So really it falls into like four categories. The first is really to check in with yourself. So let's say, for instance, if they have an expectation that you used to spend time with them every single week, and now you feel like your time is better spent elsewhere because you have other things that you want to do and accomplish and learn and become, but they still expect you, like, why are we getting together every week like we used to, right? And so really check in with yourself to ask, like, hey, is that expectation something that you feel good at doing, right? Do you really want to spend, let's say, for instance, your Saturday afternoon, every Saturday afternoon with this person? Or do you feel that now, because of your path and where you're trying to head, there's so many things that you could be doing with those 3 or 4 hours or however long that you normally spend with that person, that it could propel you forward even further? And how that makes you feel if you go with that person, spend time with that person like you used to, or if you decline and go do what you're doing, right? Really check in with yourself to see how you are feeling in that decision of the expectation, okay? And then second is to ground yourself in gratitude, meaning remind yourself that whatever expectations that the people around you are having of you, especially those closest to you, it's really grounded in love, that they really care about you. They want to spend time with you. They want the best for you, right? Maybe it means that they don't approve of you seeing someone or doing something, just know that it's not out of hatred, it's not out of jealousy. It's really, for the most part, right? They care for you and it's in their best interest. However, they're allowing their insecurities to affect their judgment and cloud their judgment. And so their actions and decisions and what they say is clouded and by their insecurity, and they project that insecurity onto what they think you should be doing or shouldn't be doing, right? And so if you understand that and ground yourself in gratitude of, I'm thankful that this person is thinking of me, may not be in the way that I want them to think of me, but I'm thankful that they're thinking of me. They have my best interest in mind. It may not be aligned with what I want, but I'm thankful anyways, right? It's really amazing when you do on this journey of doing the inner work, and when you stay grounded in gratitude in that way, then it leads us to the third guideline or tip, is that it helps us to communicate with compassion, right? And so we can go back to that person, and not from a place of resistance and pushing against their thoughts and their action, their beliefs and values, but it's really from a place of gratitude and compassion, of just say, hey, thank you so much for thinking of me, for having my best interest in mind. I know that's what you are doing when you're giving me this advice, or expecting me to do this, or don't want me to do that. But I want you to understand that I really appreciate where you're coming from, but I also need to make my own decisions, right? And that doesn't mean that I don't value you, right? It just means that this is something that I have to decide for my own, and I hope that you can understand that and support me in my decision, right? And so you communicate with compassion and with gratitude in that way, right? Because who can come back and be angry at you when someone is talking with you in that way, right? And then the fourth is to commit to your conviction, right? Really understand and connect to why you are on this journey of change and growth and development. There is a bigger dream that you are trying to achieve. There is a more exciting goal that you're trying to move towards, right? There is a better version of yourself that you're trying to become, right? And so be an advocate of your own change, and know that this is a process, and there will be many challenges along the way, including managing and navigating around people's expectations of you. But know that no matter how challenging or unsettling even that this journey may pose from time to time, just believe in the bigger why of you being on this journey, of what the growth that you're trying to achieve represents to you, right? That next best version of you that you're trying to become, what that means to you, and how that is going to improve your life, how that's going to improve how you show up in every aspect of your life. So not only for your work, for your relationship, even those who have those expectations of you, right? When you're committed, you're grounded to your conviction in that way, and you're grounded in gratitude and communicate with compassion, and you're able to check in with yourself and really understanding what feels right for you to make that decision for you. It may not be the decision that other people would want to make, but if it feels right to you, then champion yourself, right? That's why commit to your conviction. So, if you found this video helpful, make sure to check out my next video where I explain why we tend to fall into this trap of people pleasing and seeking for approval, and why that's just so addictive for us sometimes. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.